Hello and welcome to anybody interested in a Warmoth 7/8 Strat build. This video is going to be 3 sections in one video. The first section will be just going over the components. The second part will be going to a business called Whittlesticks in Cedar City, Utah to meet with Luke. Luke is going to do the build. Luke builds guitars from scratch, custom acoustics. He builds violins from scratch, so he's a very skilled guy, and I think that's important. So just give you a little overview of the components in the first part here. Maybe you're thinking about doing a build, so there's multiple purposes to this video, but one of them is just to share perspective of what a project like this is like, so you can decide whether you want to undertake it yourself. And you know, like me, I did a lot of research. I watched some videos, I read some things, and I ended up arriving at this project. How things got started was with this body. I was on the Warmoth website, and I think going way back, if I can remember that far back, it was because there doesn't seem to be any bolt-on neck 24 3/4 inch scale guitars out there. There was a company that made some forever ago, decades ago, but they don't build that. So you think of all the companies that build the cool super strats, nobody that I know of has a 24 3/4 inch scale neck to go with it. So enter into the picture Warmoth. Warmoth makes a 7/8 inch body, a little bit smaller Strat body than normal. And the neck that goes with it is 24 3/4 inch scale. So basically, so maybe now we could call this a Gibson type guitar with a bolt-on neck, at least as far as scale goes. I saw this on their website, wasn't planning to buy anything, but thought, wow, this is an exceptional body. So I bought it, it arrived, I opened the box, and it was a wow. It's exceptional. It's a beautiful body. Just recently the last piece arrived, and that is the roasted maple neck with the rosewood fingerboard, 6150 stainless steel frets, Graphtec nut. Other things that I bought, Grover mini locking tuners, because the scale of the head stock, just like the body, is a little bit smaller, so I wanted something that would go with it. I've got in that box Goto NS 510 trem for the bridge. NS stands for narrow spacing, not available in the United States. I had to buy it on eBay from a guy that I picture buys all these things from Japan and then sells them one by one. Pickups, I got Seymour Duncan 59 custom hybrid for the bridge and a 59 for the neck. What else? I kind of want to highlight the body a little bit and mention that this is what's called a universal route. And with Warmoth, you have the ability to get whatever you'd like. But with the universal route, you have the ability to get 2 humbuckers, like I chose. They create this pickguard based on what I request. So here I have a Gibson scale, or a 24 3/4 inch scale guitar with a bolt-on neck, with 2 humbuckers, volume tone, and a 5-way super switch, so I can run those humbuckers individually together, or if I want a single coil tone, I basically coil tap where I use the switch and I get a single coil tone. I think that's very cool. Down the road, let's say I decided I wanted 3 single coils instead. All I have to do is order a new pickguard, and they have lots of different colors and patterns of pickguards to choose from, and this is pretty inexpensive. I just get a new pickguard and everything mounts to it, and then I've got basically a new guitar. And you know, something really worth mentioning is that as you get into this project, I've never done anything like this before. You end up learning a lot about guitars and doing research, and so you can make the decisions, all the right decisions, you know, from the roasted maple neck to the nut width. Could be anything from 1 5/8 to 1 11/16. You have to figure it out and decide what's best for you. But in researching, what you realize is, at least I said, I really understand now why the Strat historically is the famous guitar that it is, because it's just so modular. You can do so much. You can go to a store and you can buy a lot of nice guitars for a reasonable price, but this is a reasonable price. I don't feel like this was expensive, what I've got here. And what I've got here all seems like top quality components. This stuff seems outstanding. So you can buy nice guitars. They're not going to be as personalized as this, and I don't even know that they'll be the quality of this. The places that I shopped, besides buying something, I'm a person that likes to buy certain brands of things because of quality attached. I got that here. But the other thing that's important to making purchases is customer service. In fact, customer service can be as important as what you're buying. I'm sure a lot of you get exactly what I'm saying. The customer service from Warmoth has been outstanding. I would highly recommend them. Where I buy other components and where we've shopped for years is with Matt Zuliger at Sweetwater. Matt and everybody at Sweetwater has been outstanding. I don't shop anywhere else because they have an incredible selection. Their customer service has been outstanding, so why would I go anywhere else? And then to top it off, you can get what's called a Sweetwater card. It's their Sweetwater credit card, and they offer 3 and 4 year interest. 0%. 3 and 4 years, 0% interest is what I wanted to say. So you can buy things, like I have those pickups in there, or I just know I've bought stuff where it's literally costing me $3 a month to purchase this stuff. And if you're on a budget, most of us are, I mean, I've done this over months and months and months and months getting to this point. I didn't just run out and buy everything at the same time. Yet, the Sweetwater card has enabled me to get these components earlier than I would have, because I'm going to be paying for them for a long time, but it's no interest. So that's what I wanted to say. Another box here is from Stu Mac. That's wire, mounting plate for the neck, screws, things like that. Stu Mac, customer service, great too. So as businesses go, why would I go anywhere else? Because they have definitely won me over. If I didn't already say it, I want to mention that you read things on there on the web, and as you educate yourself, there's a reason I'm going to Luke in Cedar City, you know, the guy that builds the custom guitars, is because, you know, I've got an investment here and I want it to come out. I want this guitar to be the best it can be. And sticks in my mind is the day I was reading about this guy that didn't drill proper pilot holes for his tuners, and he broke a screw off into the wood because he didn't know what he was doing. I don't want that to happen. And the other thing that can happen is if you don't do it right, you put a screw in, maybe you don't break the screw off, maybe you crack the wood in the body or in the headstock. I don't really want that to happen either. So it's been great up till now. It's all about the results. Luke tells me that the Warmoth guitars that he's built come out, when done, he called it a professional grade instrument. And how cool is it to have something that's really personalized? You can go to Warmoth's site, and I don't want to just keep talking about Warmoth. I don't work for Warmoth. I don't want to advertise for Warmoth, but I do want to say that, wow, what a great concept, great service. The products, I think, are very, very impressive, and you can get every body known to man. They have their own custom bodies. You can buy a body that's unfinished and stain it yourself. You can pick the finish that you want, and that same goes for the neck. So I give what I've done here so far thumbs way up. There's probably lots of stuff I could share, but I don't want to go on. When the video starts up again, we'll be with Luke in Cedar City, talking to him, getting his thoughts about the build, and we'll wrap up with a little play and seeing the final instrument. That's it. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So here I am. This is Luke with Whittlesticks in Cedar City. Luke builds custom guitars, as I mentioned in the first section of the video. Violins.
Yep,
from
violins,
scratch.
violins, violas, cellos, basses, guitars, ukuleles, pretty much anything stringed.
Awesome.
Good to go.
And in your shop here, I think, aren't you a warranty center for Martin?
For Martin, I'm the only one, at this moment, I'm the only one for Martin and for, well, not, Taylor has other ones in Utah, but for Martin, I'm the only one in Utah and Nevada.
That's awesome. So as I said, my goal is to have this, it's been a fun project, but I want the guitar to be the best it can possibly be, and Luke building it is going to do that. That's why I'm here. Luke's done a lot of work for me and the family over many, many years. Very confident in him. So here we are with all the parts. Went over the parts earlier. We just kind of did an inventory, and it looks like we got everything that we need.
Yeah, everything, I don't see any parts missing. Got the pots, pickups, necks. Warmoth parts are beautiful as usual. I haven't, you know, I always like seeing these things. The body's especially gorgeous. Love the paint job. Really nice and clear, and great sunbursting on the edges. Necks are always meticulous. No bumps, nothing in the finish that you have to worry about. All the fret job's beautiful. Sighted down it, check the level heights. Everything looks great. That's the one really nice thing I like about these Warmoths is they are professional grade. You know, in my business, when I have someone come in like a Strat or a Telly or something that busted the neck off, you know, or dropped it, broke the neck, I'll always order a Warmoth part to replace them with, because I don't have to do a lot of extra work. The holes are drilled right, so you can just basically, this one I've got to do just a little bit of fitting. Since the body was sprayed at a different time, you know, they came separately, they left just a little bit of finish right here that I have to file. Now normally, if they have the neck, they'll fit it at the factory. But this one we've got to do just a touch of fitting, which it should maybe take about 5-10 minutes, and we'll have that part fixed. But other than that, everything looks great. Some super nice Duncans and everything. Yeah, looks like I got everything. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this part. I'm not going to stay and hover over Luke while he's building, because that would not be helpful. I guess, unless there's anything you want to add, we'll cut the video off here, and when we restart, the guitar will be complete, and Luke's got a room in the back. Maybe we play a little bit here, we play a little bit at my house, get some of that finished products stuff done, get a little feedback from Luke on the final product, and I think that would be a wrap. That sound right? Yep, sounds good.
Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, it's pickup day. We're back at Whittlesticks with Luke in Cedar City. The guitar is done, so just want to give you a shot of what we have here. Warmoth 7/8 Strat, complete. Anything you want to say about it, Luke?
Put together flawlessly. Every time
together good.
I always love these kits because they always go, it's just like putting together Legos, I guess. Everything fits where it's supposed to. I don't have to modify anything. Everything just plugs right together. Pick guard fits right in place, no problem. All the jacks are fit. Screw holes are right the first time. I don't have to do any modifications. I mean, the only thing I had to drill was the tuner holes, or the tuner set screws
Right.
on the back, and that's it. Everything else just dropped in. So.
All right, so that's that. Next time the video starts up, be back at my house and playing and seeing how it sounds. And that's that. Going to move on to hearing some tones in just a minute here, but first a little summary of the results. I'd say that the guitar just came out really, really great. If you're watching this video because you're thinking about doing a build, and you can either do it yourself or you have somebody that can, I highly recommend it. Everything about the guitar, it seems great. There's nothing about it I'm not happy about. Something that does really stand out beyond the 7/8 body being so comfortable on the roasted maple neck is the Seymour Duncan Custom 59 Hybrid in the bridge, 59 in the neck with the 5-way switch. It makes this guitar very versatile in terms of all the different tones you can get. So I had a blast doing it, and you know, it would have been awful to get to the end and have something that was not so great, but it's just the opposite. It was a lot of fun, took a long time, and couldn't be more pleased with the results. So that's it. We're going to wrap up the video with some tones.